starting to get a little closer to the big dogs now. Her and Soma getting along-ish, kind of. Soma like still check her over little shit, but for the most part, she's safe back here with him. Moon, not so much, not yet, but she'll get there. Moon takes a little time. So I don't leave her out here with Soma by himself just yet, by herself just yet, but maybe a few more weeks. Picking up the stick chewing from there. What's up, puppy? What's up, puppy? What's up, puppy? What's up? All in all, though, she's just a happy little dog so far, though. The longer I can keep her that way, the better. She's more interested in Soba now, too. And that's just because he has been over the last couple of days softer with her, so now she's just trying to get closer, trying to see how close she can get. She gets pretty close. Like she can go up there and touch that stick. She'll get like a little low growl, and then she'll back up. And that's all I really want her when they tell her something. As long as she can understand that, then she got a good chance of being able to be part of it. She know when they growl. She understands the body language and the looks and all that. And it's helped her. Because you can get dogs who won't understand her. See, she's scared someone gave her a little growl. She didn't have to do much. She said, okay, that's too close. But still, not enough to break her spirit. She's still happy. Good girl. Not scared if she ain't running off. Just go find somebody else to play with. And that's what I like to see. I like to see dogs able to communicate. It don't make the dog soft. It don't make the dog a cur or nothing like that. It just means the dog understands dog language. She's coming back towards him she got that correction last time, and he's telling her that's a safe distance right there. Right there, you're at a safe distance. So she say, all right, cool. I like being safe. But again, a few weeks, it'll all be different. She'll be able to play with him just like these two do. Soma and Moon are just like that. It takes them a while, even though it's a puppy. It takes them a while to really, hey, really let it accept it. Hey, so she knows to roll over. She knows to submit. Beautiful, perfect, and she gets the stick. Maybe Soma in like a tail wag. You can tell the difference. This here's a good tail wag. Hey, this here's a good tail wag. And that sound like he's growling, but he's really just inviting play. I don't know if he's inviting her to play or if he's inviting the puppy to play. And that's why Hubble activated. She knows sound means play. Major knows it means play. And there goes the game. Frog, right on. Thanks, appreciate it. They're good dogs. Now, with these two, she can get in this. But if she wanted to go get in this game, she could get in there right now. And this is a good thing about having dogs like them who can teach her this game early. Otherwise, she'd have to wait until she could play it with Moon and Soma, which might be they can barely play it with Moon and Soma. Snowbrick, what's happening? Milo, what's happening? But she can play it with them, and she'll learn it, and it's fun for them. And there's a lot. Like every game, there's something to it. It ain't just running around aimlessly. It's useful. The working together, the catching, the chase, all of that. They'll learn that from each other, and they're going to teach her that early since she can play this game with him. It's just a matter of her understanding that she can play the game. But I know that she can get in there. She'll get so. Like I said, these two, they're a little over a year. They can't play this game with Moon and Soma. They kind of can, but they're still kind of nervous about it. But she'll get in there long before she's a year old, which will probably put her in the game with Moon and Soma too, earlier than they were. And they use that game to learn how to run and catch, how to learn how to work together, how to coordinate if they both are on a catch. Um, they use it for teaching language for possession and shit like that. They'll use that game for a lot of stuff, and they'll teach her this game with this game. I mean, big boy, big boy. Hodge, what's happening? What's going on? Summer. What's up, Bubba? What's up, Bubba? Major ran into the cage the other day, super hard, hella hard, and he been limping ever since then. So I ain't gonna work him until he's fine. I check him every day to make sure there ain't something I'm missing. Make sure he ain't got like a something on his paw that's a paw pad that's messed up. But um, I don't think it's that. I think it's just from running to that cage and he still is limping. And that's like 2 days ago. Usually he'd be fine by now, but he's still limping. Well, he was fine yesterday. Then he started running, and then you could tell he's limping again today. So I gotta keep an eye on him, but I can't really work him like I want to. I can't like take him swimming. I can't take him running. I can't take him to bike work this weekend. I could take Soma. Maybe I'll take a couple this weekend. Yeah, I might take a couple by herself this weekend. That's what I'll do. Soma don't never. He don't really need to go. No, what's happening? What's going on, bro? Soma don't really need to go, but I mean, I might take him just if I'm bored or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, but I can't take Major because, like I said, he's limping. I don't want to take him to do too much until I figure that out. So maybe just Bubba. Dude, right on, bro. up my shit. I like these pants. I'm not sure. You always gotta stop barking and shit when I get eyes. Right up, right up, right up. With that pup, I'm gonna make 20 more of these right here. I'm gonna use that pup. I'm gonna use this puppy to make 20 more of them right there. Woo! Sheesh! Oh my god. 20 more of those. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikks. That first, bro, that first, and again, I'm just talking for people who, I'm talking to my dog right now, but for people who knew it, I'm saying if everything is perfect with this puppy, fast forward. Inbreeding to him from that, woo, bro, man, that's gonna be crazy. When I take him to his daughter from this dog here, sheesh, I'm coming to hunt with 4 of those new, 4 of those that ain't dog aggressive. Woo! New. When I pull up with 4 of these that ain't dog aggressive, what? This dog is 80 pounds with the power of a fucking 110-pound dog. The boy. So I'm gonna sit. No, sit. That ain't what I want. And I still ain't throwing that for you. I know that's what you want. So far, this pup, so far, so good. I couldn't ask for a better bulldog puppy. So far, as far as like what my standard is, as far as what I like and what what I'm looking forward to doing with bulldogs. So far, so good. Yeah, that'll probably be like I said. I'm gonna take him to her in a perfect world. All everything works out. They all stay healthy. Him to her in a couple years, and then a couple years after that. So I'm talking at least 4 or 5 years from now. A couple years after that, take him right back to um, one of those females, and she shall probably. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. I mean, I'll have line bred other dogs in that line, but for those, man, she, they'll be mainly bulldog. They'll be, um, they'll be for sure his size. They'll just be copies of him by then. But I'll have female copies of him, and that's gonna be fire. He has a sister. He had 2 sisters that are super fire. but I don't have them. But yeah, I'll get a couple female copies. Whew, man, that'd be crazy. And what I plan on doing there is, like I said, keeping the less dog aggressive dogs, so it's easier to hunt with them. But like when I pull up with three of these, three or four of these, this dog is a fucking wrecking ball. I pull up with three or four of those to hunt, bro. I could do that shit with my eyes closed. I ain't got no worries. And again, that's assuming she's able to. That's assuming she'll hunt and she can produce dogs. That and her and him can produce dogs that'll hunt. But if they do, when I take it to him, it's over after that. That's it. It's over after that. I take a dog from him and her that'll hunt back to him. Yikes. I didn't even know I liked hog hunting enough to care about breeding towards it. You know what I mean? But seeing them able to work in that way is something different. It creates a different relationship. It created a different relationship with them. Hey, not that not that I if they couldn't, that's not necessarily what I breed dogs for, but um, I do like that. I do like that they're able to do it. And while I have it, and I can breed towards the ability to do it, I'm gonna keep doing it. Major, no, out. Fucking shit, bro. This dog here is a demon. I gotta be super careful who I breed him to or when I breed him. But I mean, to keep it real, I like the things about him that are hard for other people to keep. You know what I mean? I like that he's really mean. I like that he's really like that. But I just got to be careful when I breed that whoever I breed to understands that. And I kind of wanna, for the most part, like breed him in the direction of shit like that because I think he would make a great protection dog, and he would produce great protection dogs. And there ain't many of them that look like him. So that version of a that version of a for sure protection dog um, would be fun to produce. Bro, get off my shit, bro. Move, get back. And Bubba too. But I would say in order for me to be sure Bubba would produce protection dogs, I would probably breed her to Major. If I bred her to Soma, I think that would kind of um, produce slightly people friendlier dogs. I mean, both of them do it great. Both of them are great at it. Um, but Major, just really hates everybody. These two, not so much. You can come back here if you just chilling, they'll leave you alone, and you gotta put Major up. And his mom was like that too. Super good dog. She was just super good. The second you were back here and you were tripping, the second you did anything that looked like tripping, you might slap me five from laughing or something. Your ass getting bit. She coming all the way from across the yard, happy to finally be able to bite you. And that's how Major is. And Hubble and Soma. If Major's a 10 at that, I would say these two are about an 8. at that. So I would just have better chances of breeding dogs who were little less uh, mean by breeding these two. Not that they would, like I said, both of these two dogs get busy, and both of them don't play, and both of them will fuck you up if you come back here tripping. Um, but I think they give me a better chance than breeding Major does. And like I said, I want to breed Major in the way to create, mean dogs there, because there is a space for dogs like him. Because Major loves my family, he loves my kids, all that kind of like he's you know, I could probably have my son hold Major while I run in the store, and if you come near my son, you are for sure getting bit 100%. The only thing with that is that with Soma will probably wait till you tripped until you started like till you got to grab my son or something, which is what you want. And Hubble's the same way. You could probably walk up and talk to my son if someone's out there. He's gonna stare you down and he ain't gonna invite you to pet him, but he ain't gonna trip if you don't trip. Major's tripping the second you say one word to my son. Hey, but as long as you just walk past him and all that, he's chilling. He ain't, as long as you don't come over there messing with him, he's chilling. So it's trainable. I can shape it, but I just like that's his natural feeling about strange people. And I'll breed him to dogs who feel similarly. I don't think I'll ever breed him to a dog who is like if I say he's a 10 at that, I don't think I'll ever, no. I don't think I'll ever breed him to something who's 7 or lower at that because it just puts the percentage all over the place. You don't know what you're going to get when you do that. I'd rather just give myself a good chance at a high percentage and uh, and breed like that. So, so I'll never take a dog if I'm breeding a dog based on certain characteristics. I'll never take a dog that lacks so much in those characteristics because it's too great of a chance of just making who knows what with that. It's gonna have to be kind of on the same playing field, same direction. You know, one could probably just use a little bit more spark, or one could probably use a little bit more toughness, or something. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know, and that's how I breed Major. Soma, I could breed him to. I could breed him to. So if I breed some of the dogs outside my yard, I want to breed him to dogs that I'm super interested in breeding him to. Not that I wouldn't breed him to, you know, something somebody was trying to do that I didn't necessarily fully understand. I'm not saying I wouldn't do that, but if I had my picks, it would be um, working dogs. It would be something smart. It would be something tough, and it would be something that was probably probably around his size, which is hard to find females. It's hard to find I want to keep dogs around that could. I want to keep. I want to keep his leg. I want to keep that length of that leg and that bone. Hey, but I could breed Soma and make um, good, just kind of all around family guardian dogs, where they just kind of deep fine with strangers, but will still guard, protect, still have all the abilities. Hey, no, still will play ball, fetch, frisbee, bike. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of shit in your neighborhood, or I can breed him to people who just want tough catch dogs. You know what I'm saying? He could do that. I could breed him to people who want um, straight protection dogs. He could do that. Hey, you know, he ain't lacking so far in like, and what I mean is like he's not like a 7 or less in any of those areas. You know, so I could go plenty of ways with him. Major, I gotta be kind of specific. Soma, a little less specific. And um, Hubble, I don't know. I don't know. I know I wanted my plan for Hubble now that she's pretty well tested. My plan for Hubble is to take her to Soma and like make just that'll kind of be more like Soma too. Those dogs be more like Soma too. Probably a slightly little meaner than Soma, but energy level, I would say uh, high medium um, energy level, and the body should stay the same. I expect those dogs to look just like Soma. Some a little bit, females maybe a little bit bigger than Hubble, but I think those dogs will also be more suitable for just like families who want a really good dog. When I take major to Hubble though, I gotta be specific who those go to. So, because even though it'll be doubling up on Soma, it'll also be doubling up on Apollo, but it'll be doubling up on these two for sure. Got Apollo's meanness gene. These two for sure got it, and I'll be doubling up on that too. And those dogs will just look like these two. They'll look like him and her. I expect they'll just look like him and her, which I really want to keep. I like that the most. I like that phenotype a little bit better than Soma's phenotype, even though I love the power that I get with Soma's phenotype. And I gotta use Soma's phenotype to keep this one here intact. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna keep that. He's gonna keep the heads big. He's gonna keep the bone in there. You know. But I like Major's height a little bit better. I like Major's width a little bit better because even though he's a leaner dog than Soma, he's still strong. You know what I'm saying? And he is probably 65 plus pounds. I want to say he's a year. Soma's about 80 something, now low 80s right now. I expect Major to be about that weight because Apollo was too. Apollo was about that weight. His mom at 2 years old. So he's gonna have if that's the case, you're looking at 10 more pounds. The head rounds out, the shoulders, the leg. You know what I mean? Like, and he's still gonna be long and leanish. So that phenotype is kind of a little bit more fun for me because if you look at Soma, he just looks like a black American bulldog. If you look at Major, you don't know what he looks like, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? And I can get a bunch of those. I like that. Hey! There ain't many bull herders that look like them. There ain't many that are bred like them. There ain't many that are built like them. And not to, again, I don't even like calling them bull herders, but that's what people are gonna compare them to. And there ain't none that look like them. Hubble still tries to check the puppy. And I should have let her do it earlier to see how the puppy would respond. So far, the puppy's responded to shit like that pretty good. But she hasn't been really checked by nobody. And, you know, I want to keep it from happening as I can, but it's going to happen eventually. And I need to see how she responds when it does happen. So Hubble's going to do it right now. So Hubble's about to do it, but she's taking too long, and I don't. Hey, and I don't want her to get fiery about it. Either do it or move on, Bubba. Hey, Soma. Better not. Down. No. Down. Leave my puppy alone, bro. Yeah, boy. I'm taking Moon to Soma soon too. That should be in the next month. That should be in the next month. Hey, and those would be interesting too. Those would be a little bit higher drive than these But I want to see if Soma, if it just kind of throws, just makes a, you know, I just want to see if Soma put, I want to see if that American Bulldog, how much it still puts in there, even though I'm doubling up on Moon. So I want to see how much he's still able to put in there on these puppies whenever she comes in the heat. I thought she would be in heat by now. But oh well, I'm glad she ain't go. The longer the better. The longer she takes, the more time I can just spend working with her. Alright, YouTube. See what y'all next time.